like beat on young boy.
Hi and welcome to Bench Talk. My name is Jason Clark. I'm joined by my Sunny Evelyn, Dave Reed, Dwayne Collymore, and Hakeem Nero. And gentlemen, Nero, you left a pick on you. You're a bold fella. From the time we knew you, Nero, you always stay true to yourself. And after that disappointing loss today, you still, mustered up the courage to wear your Man United shirt.
Yeah, boy. Come on, man, block me and delete me today, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. The other day, man said you things, but I left a group. Block me and delete me today from WhatsApp and Instagram. I ain't calling you a name. You know who you is.
Okay.
Who calling there, man?
Clay.
I bought scan him. I here for the back now.
So what were your thoughts on the game today?
I'm not surprised, man. Poor manager. Get the result.
Poor manager, you said?
Yeah, he's a very poor manager. But the guys have a personal vendetta against Jose Mourinho, and so they have to stay true to Ole because they wanted Mourinho out. So they can't go back and say Ole poor now. So.
But
yes,
I'm not the biggest soccer fan, so excuse me. Did you finish high anything but that you have for the previously for the past couple of years? I'm just asking.
Was it give you a second place? Was it give you a second place already?
Okay.
Yes, by default. Yeah.
Okay.
League was up 5 months ago.
So you said it was Clint St. Hill, right?
Yeah.
Clint St. Hill? Okay. Clint St. Hill. Okay, just want to make sure I got your name right.
Yeah.
And before we get into the cricket, just want to ask you how you think your Lakers are going to match up against the Suns in this series here.
Lakers in 6.
Nah, Suns. As our guy on and said, Suns, buns, guns, man. Lakers in 5.
Lakers in 6.
Lakers in 6. Okay. Excuse me. Recently, guys, we saw the Bca. Sorry, go ahead.
Go apologize for Mr. Howard. Mr. Howard.
Sorry, yes.
Yes.
Sorry for that.
Before we start,
we want to apologize for first the late start, and we did. We were supposed to have Mr. Howard on the show tonight, but we had some technical difficulties, and unfortunately, we have to reschedule that show, Mr. Howard. So you can look forward for that in the coming weeks. Yes, like I was saying, we saw the BCA posted the format for the upcoming series, I should say, competition for the starting in August. It's August 7th. That's correct.
Yeah.
So this year we see that we are not having any T20, and we are also not having any 3-day. This year we're just having can't say 50 over. The 1 day, but it's now 45 overs per side, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Okay,
I'm
so
40 for the Shield.
Pardon me?
I'm 40 overs for the Shield teams.
Okay, 40 overs for the Shield. Okay. Obviously, because of the COVID and what's not, the I guess that's why they cut back on the on the games and stuff like that. So I just wanted to, Nero, let us start with you. What are your thoughts on the upcoming season, and are you playing this season, Nero?
My time is winding down. I really looking forward to the 3-day format of the game, but I guess at this point, I'm grateful that we actually getting cricket, but I don't understand quite fully the reason for 45. I guess you can tell us the COVID and this and not being at the ground, but if 45, 90 overs to 100,
just another brainless decision to me.
It's you understand what I'm saying? Yes, we are grateful to have the game back.
Yeah.
Probably last October, but it's if you're gonna play, you're gonna play. You understand?
Yeah.
You're going to tell us COVID. You're going to why you're going to tell us COVID is not going anywhere, but it's like they ain't still doing these things. If you're going to play the game, play
They
the game.
still playing. You gotta play game. You gotta
Play the
get
game.
play game
45
within
overs,
context, man.
So
especially
45 overs,
after.
correct. 5
Come
overs
on.
in the big difference from 45 because I agree with you, man. You play the game. Like you see cricket going all around the world. COVID's still there, but you don't hear the international ICC saying you're playing 45 overs. I really would like to get the logic behind that 5 over reduction.
5
They're going to
overs.
set a less than the time at the ground, but it's like 3-day
But the
cricket,
last
you got
time how
3-day cricket
but
about 65, 70 overs.
correct, but you don't got last of the time.
Overs, like,
The country open. The country is open. The country is open. Why do you have the lesson time? You're not the prime minister. People ain't play cricket for 5 whole months.
So you
starting in it.
So you believe that they should also have the 3-day format and the T20 as well?
I ain't selfish, but I mean you could at least play 2 formats of the game, man.
Yeah,
And if you play the 50 over,
I
play the
agree.
50 over, not the 45.
I agree. I think you could have played 2 formats as well in the Roma. I agree. Cause to me, but why I think that they wouldn't play the 3-day format is to save a lot of pace and share because you can imagine a team that impair with don't forget first class cricket can be going on without the likes of Warwick, Roston, and those big names, or Yui for example.
Some guys
And
over
then you
England.
hear that they're in a relegation battle. Oh Lord, BCA was shot down Jets. You have to find
What
a way
about
to
first class, right, Nana?
Yeah, first class cricket,
CPL,
international cricket,
international name. Some guys
CPL,
in
and
England and stuff like that.
but yeah. So to me, I think they're gonna play 2 formats. Even if they don't want to play 3-day, they're gonna play 50 over and the T20 because last year. Last year when we played the T20 format, that cricket finished so early in the year that like you basically was still sitting down as if COVID is still going on when cricket had finished because you was like shh,
And you start late
boy,
too.
and we start late. You was like cheese on boy, more cricket could have played, man. But
We're playing
I
one
don't know.
T20 weekend too.
Yeah, now
Yeah,
what I don't like to what I find the BCLs do a lot as a cricketing body, they do not dialogue with the clubs. They do not invite the clubs to come, sit down, hear the concerns, share the points. You understand? They just move authoritative like Hitler. This is what it is. That's what it is.
Fat Nero, I know got some little information there. It was not that they didn't want to, but I think they were in the discussion with the COVID unit, and that's the format that's the best solution at this time till we get to that point of herd immunity. So that's the verdict. So yes, it be a similar to think, but because of and remember it can be a lot of movement.
Not the cut you on there, right? I don't care if that cut directly come from the Prime Minister herself. Suddenly that does not make no sense. It's not like you reduce the game by
you made it
20 overs.
Oh yeah, that
yes.
part.
That can't be justified. I understand. I don't get me wrong. I'm fully vaccinated. I scared him both. I honestly don't think that 5 overs. Yeah, they'll say. So I don't think that 5 overs can really make a big difference because I might hit a ball in the ground. I might hit the ball in the ground. Like for example, at Yorkshire, the ball is then to come back rather fast. But when you get to certain grounds, big man, and the ball go out, it's like you it can take just as much time to find the ball as to bowl it over.
So when my hitting the rope playing, when my hitting the rope playing, how you playing, boy, I ball anybody pass bus, you go if you bust to come back up.
Or hitting your rope like
I don't. I'm grateful for the cricket. That's the truth.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for the cricket.
As you said, international cricket don't play 45 overs aside. He might play 50.
50, and they got a 50 over tournament going on. So I know, but I'm glad for cricket.
You attack it
guess
at
a
this
lot of
point.
difference.
You attack it at this
Yeah.
point, but it's like just play.
Yeah, just play, man. We can take
Some
the
boy
cricket.
test
I glad to the
positive.
cricket.
It can shut down. It can start regardless. So it's like
Like
just
schools open. Schools open.
if somebody test
Everything
positive, school
open.
shut down for a day or two, whatever. Like,
Yeah, school. So I'm grateful for it, JS boy, but I just want BCA to dialogue a little more, man, with the clubs. Involve the clubs in the decision making. Like, yeah, we know it's still COVID, but at the end of the day, cricket is something that you know people gonna come out.
Yeah,
People
for sure.
will come out to cricket. So even if the COVID unit stipulating that XYZ, I mean, you gonna got people that are kind of cricket because they got nothing to do home. You basically that's the most exciting thing that can be going on right now. You understand? So even if you want to manage it, then just set the parameters. Well, the fans gonna be this side. You know, when I go stand up, this amount of distance apart, or whatever, and that ain't gonna happen. Just realistically, that is not going to happen.
But Fed, even
Fed,
no, right? I go.
Huh?
Well, I can let Reedy go. Go, Reedy.
no, it just if XFA talking about he wanted BCA to involve the clubs, I think, which I agree with. Have a dialogue, which I agree with. But my question is, you know the BCA? I'm a dictator. If I say it's so, if I say what it is that. Am I want to hear about it?
Yeah, true. I agree. Fair enough.
The fact that we moving towards the herd and more people becoming vaccinated, I believe since you probably gonna go walk about your vaccination certificate now, if you're going cricket and you know you got your people there and you're fully vaccinated, it should be a little kinder to sit down, not so far apart, but a little closer.
You only gotta be fully. Even if you get one dose, you should still be able to be a little closer than
together,
you know?
right? Yes.
Yeah, but even if you ain't, because a lot of people still got the dose body vaccine, nothing. I don't get
might
so
get in your hand or thing.
people take Panadols. People that's going by cough syrup, going and so you try on one hand you say science good, and then the next time you want to pick and choose. It's like religion to me. People basically so you can if you don't want to take it as you think, don't get me wrong, but don't come trying to bring all you folly about this theory and that theory. Just like me, you want to take it, so be it. So last year, the BCA had a similar approach, right, JS? And where it was only T20, they suggested that you don't go, and that's another thing, they suggest that you don't use your dressing room. You come to cricket, dress or whatever the case is. But at the end of the day, just we can come to cricket dress. Cricket is a team sport. We are going to be warming up together. Wickets will fall, we will be scrambling together.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And even if you don't want me indoors, the BCA has to provide at least tents at grounds or venues. You understand? Because clubs, you can't tell clubs produce these things because clubs don't get enough money. So if you want people outside, you should at least provide two small tanks. You understand? And tell the people where you gotta stay outside. But you can't expect me to tell me I gotta stand outside that yard shot on a jamu tree and my clothes gonna get there with jamus.
Wait. Call it more. Wait. Repeat that again. That they want you to show up.
One of the stipulations they had last year.
You have to show up cricket dress.
You come to cricket dress in your cricket clothes.
What?
So if you're gonna warm up, you gotta come in your warm up clothes. And that's madness, Jason. That's madness. That's a madness. You can imagine they gonna get to a pay bill and then they go a full yard. You can't. So people want to
catching bus. You got to change off your bus. You got to change off your bus.
I understand the whole COVID situation. And another thing they was doing, they're taking your temperature. They was putting somebody to take your temperature and watch now, which I understand. All those are the protocols you have to follow. But Jason, if I come cricket and walk through the sun, you can take my temperature, you can read, you know what is the measures in place for if your temperature is too high. Just stand there and cool down. Just cool down there, and then you allow it. You understand me? So the BCA, I understand they're trying to follow the COVID protocol, but they gotta be a little more clear, man. They gotta be clear. And if the beach is open, Jace. So you understand what I mean? Like, just let the cricket play, and fans gonna come out. If you don't want fans mixing with players, fine. Put the fans on one side. Make sure that that's where they're gonna be. They can't leave out there. Because at the end of the day, no cricketer that playing this tournament, Jason, will undergo a COVID test. So therefore, even if we follow the protocols, what's to say when they go in the middle with the run, they kind of the run, say man, the run, boy, Craig got the ball or rush this ball, the pitch this way or that. What's to say he can catch COVID there? You understand? So even if you can ease certain things, like you can't stop certain things from sports. It's a team sport. You're not testing all the players. So therefore, at least have some logic and sense in the dealings. Like for example, another example. I know exactly not pretty sure about.
No, go ahead.
Talk, brother.
Last year I went to watch cricket at Yorkshire, a game against Empire and Yorkshire.
Nero played the game.
Huh?
Nero played?
Yeah, Nero played. Nero's the skipper. Yeah, Nero's the skipper.
Until fate.
I said Nero's the leader of Maine. But anyway, so I went upstairs. Just you know how the pavilion is at Yorkshire. I don't know. You guys probably know. So it's like it's like a gallery type setting. I was sitting at the far end. Only this is by myself. There were the scorers and the match referee. The match referee is going to come to me and tell me, I can't be up here. But when cricket done, he downstairs looking for drinks. He's looking to have a beverage. But I upstairs by myself and I can't sit there. And he is within 2 meters or less than 3 feet with the said score and the other match officials. So certain things you gotta be clear with, man. I can understand, and not every club has the room to facilitate these COVID guidelines. Every club does not have the room.
So, fair question. You think that they should be playing at particular grounds? The game should be playing at particular grounds?
That would have made more sense.
But then I heard it. I could call to argue. I said, but my club ain't gonna make the money. One particular club can make the money.
Clubs don't generally make money.
You got a gift to get.
In this situation though, you want to play the game or you don't want to play the game.
Correct. So if you can let the horse run the race. You can't let the horse and then want to pull it back too.
Yeah. I still want like 84 so grows or have a festival.
I play the cricket. If you
use Carlton, if you're using UV or whatever,
use the grounds that got the space
or whatever.
So it'd be like you can't come to Yorkshire and tell everybody don't come inside the pavilion. Or you know how Yorkshire is. Yorkshire is a 2x2.
Yeah. And as Earl is here saying, so as that's how you can't use we can't play with NPC, which is on the start of the
correct. All right. So if you were suggesting, you would suggest how much teams there is? What's the format? How much teams?
Well, I don't even know how much teams. Is the elite division?
10 teams.
Yeah, 20 teams. 20 teams.
20 teams. Split them into groups of 4 groups of 5. I assign them one ground to play at.
I think so.
What do you think?
Yeah. Even
one ground to play at. So you use, I would say UE, Pitway.
Yeah.
Wanderers.
Wanderers. Yeah. Because Wanderers, what happened is Wanderers team just stay upstairs and the other team is used downstairs.
Carlton?
Yeah. Carlton is another ground.
So Carlton, if you assign the teams by jurisdictions, Carlton could for the people down north, you could use
UE. You can even bring people from north to UE.
Yeah.
Let UE be their ground. You understand? And then you got the central teams now.
And they play the final at Kennington.
Whatever.
The final could play at any open run because you got more theory, you got more sense into your decisions, man. You
can't expect control environment.
You got correct, you can control because you can give me these guidelines, Jason. And guys, you can give me these guidelines. And 10 men can cricket. And cricket game interesting. I got time to deal with that. I want to see what's going on in the game. You understand? And just by the first 10 overs, all these guidelines that we're talking about, they don't stay. They do not stay. They don't stay. I want to even hear the man suggest the players playing in a mask.
Yeah.
You know it's a wobble in a mask, and much less ramble in a mask.
Yeah, that
it's just certain things that the BCA got. And as Hassani was talking about, a club don't make money. Hassani, you find hardly any clubs in Barbados is make money from cricket. The bars was make the money or on subscriptions.
Right, that's what I mean. The bar, like in terms of the bar,
right, but they want you got a bar. Which I
understand. How you can market drinks that are ridiculous at a club bar, anyways.
Correct. I don't understand how you can tell me I can't have a bar. Even if you could tell me where there's no alignment at the bar, fine. But you can't tell me I can't go a bar and gas station open. The gas station's open.
Yeah.
Primo open. Yeah. Bubbles open. Horseshoe open. But you telling me a cricket team that trying to make a little money to survive, I can't have a bar.
But you know, these small clubs will cry out. If say for example they were the low bars and they happen to use the format we're using and just play at four grounds, they can say man, they get kind of high grounds, but you're looking at space at UV. At UV you could spread out everybody far.
But no, what you would do, you would just give the clubs the option of having the bar. And not every club has got a bar. Don't we get trade.
True.
Every club don't got a bar. You understand? So
and what the bars do offset paying like some of the groundsmen.
Correct. The bars just offset groundsmen and men I pay.
You don't really making nothing on top of it either way.
But you can't come and sell 4 beers for $15, you know. Come on, I tell you can drink them yourself. 4 beers is basically the same price as all around the country. So ain't like you making a big market on, as Nero said, on alcohol or drinks.
The foreground suggestion would be a good idea in terms of space, because you could actually ask people to come and watch. At UV, you got that's a big Montana pitway. There's another place, there's enough space.
Correct.
Carlton,
you eliminate the small venues. Correct. You eliminate the small venues and move from there, man.
You could even say BCA could even use on the ground staff.
So much issues with the BCA over the years. Right? And I mean, it's just know that I got a little platform that I can speak and a couple of will probably hear me. But for me, the BCA, for the level of cricketers that Barbados produces, for the amount of cricketers the Barbados produces, to me, the BCA is just simply right along. You is just right along. You understand? You got players, Jason, coming and playing in the elite division, being criticized by media, by said Mr. Howard with the statistician. He might not criticize, but he produces the stats. You understand? For free. But stay at the BCA is getting a percentage of the Barbados lottery. You understand what I'm telling you? Every draw. You understand? And you can't even say, well, look, you can pay a man. I am not saying pay all cricketers, but you have 2 divisions that you pick most of your players from.
Okay.
You're telling me, Jason, if you don't, you telling me you can't find $80 a day to pay the playing 11, and then you will produce, let me say, probably 2 or 3 subs that will get $40 or $50. Jason, I guarantee you will get more effort from people playing cricket because you pay to play cricket. You pay to play.
You can tell me what shoes to wear.
Then you want correct. Then you can come and tell me, my shoes ain't gone 60% weight. You can bring a ruler. You can bring a calculator measure with 60% of my shoe. And when they go and pay $300 for a pair of shoes, cricketing shoes, because ain't like everybody in a pair Balenciagas or something. Everybody cricket spikes, Adidas, which modern, you understand, which colorful. You can then tell me, find another pair of shoes from where. You understand? All these is things that need to be addressed by the BC. And the BC, and for too long, the BC just get a free ride. The boy don't see everybody is just, oh man, all right, we can accept it. They do not involve clubs. And they don't get the tell me
involve people later.
General meeting. They do not have youth in the board. Right down from the coaching, you can see that young people don't be involved, big man. And the BC is recycled coaches. You telling me that in Barbados, the only coaches that can coach at that level is Trotman, Springs, Dexter. And madness. You got people like Clayton who Jamal Smith, Ryan Hines, Floyd Reefer. All these is people that we can get. You understand? Be said as just until you adjust certain things. Be speaking just be recycling.
The president ever play cricket for West Indies though? He ever do something in life?
Who's the president? I don't follow who's the president on there.
I think so. Yeah. He ever do something for West Indies?
Yeah, he played cricket. He was a decent cricketer because he's a member in fair. So
he was a cricket friend. He was a cricket friend. He was a
decent cricketer. He was a decent cricketer, but I ain't bashing the boy person, you know, I'm bashing the BCA organization. When you have, Jason, an organization who have coaches who come to coach a club on weekdays and cannot be paid on time, it says a lot about your organization, brother. You understand? These is issues that's got unhighlighted in the BCA, you know. These is things that you hear about on the road, man. Yo, I here working and I'm gonna get my salary at the BCA. But you want these people to turn up every evening.
Leslie got a question for you, Dwayne.
Huh?
Leslie got a question for you.
What's that he asking, you know?
He want to see. He want to what percentage.
There's a guy here asking me what percentage of teams bat 50 overs in weekend cricket.
That's folly. What do you mean what percentage of teams bat 50 overs? When we score 400 runs against Wanderers, Wanderers score 400 runs, we never scored. I'm not bad that. Most teams is face 50 overs in our cricket. Most teams.
Pedro here making some good points. Because, but the thing is, as you said, Pedro said the clubs got all the power. If the clubs don't like the treatment of the BCA, the clubs can refuse to play cricket. You can say, you know what?
But the club is not like clubs. It's not the clubs gonna refuse it. Or we saying the clubs has got all the power, but really and truly that is not so, because in this same system you got clubs who have more. Listen, FUE had to come out here and say, no, listen, this format I want to working with is folly. We ain't working with this. I guarantee you. Let me say two, because one might not make enough noise. Let me say two, UE and Impair or
UE and Wanderers.
Even that. Come on and say, listen, this format here we ain't working with this or this. Just I guarantee you can hear somebody on the news with a press conference, something they're logging. But let Yorkshire and let me see another small team there. Another small club, Nero, man. Another team I got must say. Yorkshire anybody.
Maple.
Or man. Yeah, well, Maple no. Or Maple ain't really out there now. But Maple is still a prestigious club, so they might still get a little
Isolation Cavaliers.
Correct. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Yeah. Let Isolation Yorkshire make a little noise. You know what I'm gonna say? We ain't got the Barbados Cricketers. We ain't do this. Who's we? All sorts of jargon. You understand? So clubs go. Yes, I agree. Clubs. Somebody said clubs go represent. And Leslie asking about a guy here asking. Tell the guy, Leslie. Tell the guy. I will let you to tell the guy that he needs to follow the cricket closely, because 50 over cricket in Barbados is very exciting week in and week out. When guys they play at Yorkshire and Car, you see scores. You see the scores, bruv. You see the scores. I don't have the stats, but I guarantee you, teams do bat. Let me say 80% of the teams do bat 50 overs on a weekend. They might not score 300 runs, which is another thing that we in the high level yet. But most teams will bat 50 overs in a 50 over
not even at that level.
You understand? Correct.
But the West is not even at that level. So
correct.
It's true.
Yeah.
So I don't agree. I don't agree. I don't. That 5 over difference. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense.
If you play 4 you can play 50.
If you play 4 you can play 50.
Yeah.
Simple.
I really agree. I really like this point that Pedro made here that club should have. Excuse me.
I was saying, so
a representative body.
I have been saying, but you know what's happened too as a wrestler, you know. But here naughty, so you know what the term is keep nothing. But just these is things that I've been saying all the time.
Yeah,
clubs have to have a say in how the cricket go. How, I'm not saying that the clubs can determine or dictate that the BCA do this or, but you have to come to clubs, Jason. There are clubs out there who are struggling to provide a proper meal. For you, imagine you sacrificing your weekend, Jason. You can't forget again, fellow. You imagine that? Are you going to a cricket game and hot Sunday, then you get sandwiches?
But I love Pelo though, Fedo. Pelo.
Yes, Hassani, you're growing. But Hassani,
but we used to get biscuit and cheese at Lodge.
You
used to get biscuit and cheese at Lodge. Remember, you get biscuits and a big block of cheese full of
Pelo different. Your Pelo gonna have a chicken. You gonna pay chicken the soup. The Pelo you can cut back on the chicken and get enough rice. I'm telling you this thing. I see so all of this, and then there's like you playing a sport, Jason, and the BCA is only providing the youth with Power Airs and Gatorades. I'm not saying, Jason, again, even if you want to have the clubs, Jason, you have athletes, you want people from at the highest level. Jason, you can subsidize the cost of clubs buying Gatorade powder. You can absorb some of the costs. I'm not saying the clubs don't have to chip in. But you can. These are certain things that you can look. This year, Jason, last year T20 tournament play. Jason is the first time BCA gave the clubs kit. Every club was given kit by the BCA. You understand?
In a few years. Yeah.
But why it took so long? Why these things get so long? You understand?
That was a small
use come cricket. They tell you can't use the cups that you have or whatever. Give me some bottles then. Donate some bottles to the clubs. Tell the clubs, listen, this is 22 bottles here. These is the bottles that want to go work with. You understand? Right, Jason, I sure if the BCA sitting on top of Power Aid. And you know why I know the BCA got full power? Because cricket is Barbados' national sport. There's not a sport in Barbados that's produced more world-class players or athletes than cricket. So I sure at the BCA will tell Power Aid, listen, we want a partnership with want to produce these Power Aids and give the clubs, ain't gonna be all the clubs, yes. At least the elite clubs and the clubs that you have, that you pick your best players from. You understand? And it will filter down. Trust me, it will filter down. But a man I playing for a can tell an intermediate man who will sign these Gatorades or whatever the case is. But the BCA is just sit back. It is bash the players and then we act surprised when certain things happen. You can't ask people, Jason, to sacrifice the weekends all the time, and you, an organization, are not sacrificing nothing besides bashing the players.
Furthermore, they don't ever go onto the grounds and watch the cricket. The standard up Malaysia at the Malaysia SPSGS. I just look at stats in the standard paper and pay man from there.
Some of them has come wrong. I see some of them at Yorkshire.
I don't see the president.
But I see president too. I don't know who's the vice president, but I see any president's on there. I see sometimes.
It's over too.
Then guys just follow clubs.
Certain clubs
just get the views. And that is understandable.
That's understandable.
It's understandable, Sonny. Because if you got LeBron James playing for Lakers, and you got Hakeem Nero playing for Station Hill Cavaliers, tell me who you going. You're going to look at Lakers, so that's understandable. I understand that there, but I ain't bashing. I just want the BCA as a organization to really look at the cricket, try to revamp the cricket and see what is going on. And I see that coming, but what the fellas in Cal home be? Fellas in Cal. So who's Cal home in BCA? That way we want to know who's Cal home in BCA. For the the Cabbies get for it every week. So some boy got these Cal. So I don't agree with that. I just think that it got to be spread across the board. Simple as that. It got to spread certain things across the board.
So Fed, you can run? You will run for BCA?
They will not pick me, Hassani. I'm a Rasta man. I'm too radical. My views are too far. That's what I say. But me, I would like to, I don't want to run, but I just would like some youth involved in certain areas in sports, in decision making, because times has changed.
Yes.
Times are changing. You have to change with the times. You can't be antiquated and outdated. I want people to accept your old ways. No, it can't work. It cannot work. And another thing that I so glad the next topic going is just I'm glad you start with that, boy. I'm glad you start. I could talk on the whole show. I could talk on the whole show, brother.
I got walk on the chest.
Another thing too is you've got trial games. You've got trial games at the BCA, right? And I can show you where it's come out and bite them.
Mm-hmm.
No, you got a guy. I like to go to lesser clubs. I don't want to establish clubs. You got a fella like a Talbot Buffett, Yorkshire. You got Armani Best. You got a guy like Jamal Lane. And I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I am not saying these people, but just at least you could tell me, just look in the paper and see these guys to be consistent performers. At that level. I mean, if you got trust, you can't invite them people, Jess. You can't only invite people from established clubs. Because, if I want, you got Ravi from Police, Stefan Gooding.
Good,
you understand? You still got people that are a lot of other clubs, Jess, and I guarantee you, given the opportunity in an elite team, will stand out. So you can't tell me, oh, I must go to Impact to go trials. Or I must go to UE to go trials. You understand? You got to be more inclusive of all the clubs.
Yeah, I agree with that.
The clubs. You understand? And it's only if you look at Carlton, for example, for years Carlton wasn't looked at. Because they was playing same cricket as we, but Carl come and they get a different structure. So now you're seeing some Carlton players filtering in. You understand? But you got BCA got to be more inclusive. Man. Time has passed where we used to say, oh, that's a trial team. Oh, you don't get that time passed. The world want more transparency.
Correct.
And the BCA got to get on board. Has to be on board. You can't be hiding behind making decisions in the boardroom and then coming out getting a pretty statement to the media, and then the players get another story and the clubs get another story. No. So I'm glad we talk about BCA tonight. I could go on all night, but I can stop there for now, man. But that's not unfair. Oh Lord, no, it's not unfair. Oh my God. Oh my God.
No, let's hear message again now.
And it is so good to see, right? That the BCA has put so much planning into this how the cricket can run. But they don't look at the umpires. They don't look at the umpires. You are an organization, Jason. You have to try to get the best. You can't go a man at 60 Gs that when the wind blows too strong, he can't hear Nick. I'm telling you, fellas, players, don't curse. Jason, people just curse, emotions involved. People livelihoods. You got people that want to progress in the cricket, not me. You know me. I not me. But just the emotions is getting messier sometimes. You understand? And to get a horrible decision. And you know what's got you too? Something you will just ask umpire or that missing. That going down. You know, you might stay good for running. You understand? And then the BCA just get these guys is the only people who just get paid week in and week out is the umpires just to make bad decisions to ruin people's careers. You understand? And you telling me you can't let the recruits and young all the BCA got to revamp this. Have to revamp. And they have to revamp as an organization. They have to decentralize the authority. You cannot have the authority only coming from certain people. Everybody got input. Everybody got input, Jess. Until you do that, look at governments for example, Jess. Look at the current administration may be taking input from different areas. I mean, they might not get everything right. They will take a little advice. They will hear a small amount, bro. They can answer that small. I think, man, for years, people been crying out to BCA, brother. For a little stipend, Jason. A little stipend. People they tell you they want $300, you know.
And Barbados.
If you look at Trinidad, Trinidad got a semi-professional league and a professional.
Mm-hmm.
So you imagine you got players from your country leaving to go to Trinidad to be paid to play and sure. And you know what's happened? They must play at a higher level than here, you know. So imagine if you take that time and invest in your cricket, invest in your own. How the cricket may take a turn for the better. Because we got a lot of talent here, JS. We lose players. We see at Yorkshire, we see at Small. We lose players. Because, you know, man said, I got work. I got work today. This cricket don't pay me.
Correct. That's true.
Bash me and this and that. They don't pay me, I can't back. You understand? That's how you pass. You can't ask people to toil for free in the hot sun all the time. And when you go home, a man getting horny, you know? You can imagine them things. BC they got to pull the weight, JS. A man sacrificing the week. A man can get hard on the side of you say, man can say, you know what? Look, he got cricket for 5 or 6 hours. I can come and put my foot at 12 o'clock and chill. I left at 4.
The more radical or better. A man might miss spending time with your children. You might work all week and weekends might be the only time.
Sacrifice a lot. You sacrifice. I agree, Hassani. I agree. You sacrifice a lot. And I'm not saying that you don't have to make sacrifices. Because then you know what it's tell you to, or you gotta be fit. You gotta work on this and thing, yada yada yada. But what for what? For what, Jess? When my boss at work that paying me a salary every month, she don't care if I drink 3 red fruities and eat soda bake.
Once you clocking and do what you gotta do.
And do the work. So then how you gonna expect me to come now? I mean, it's be within the players. It's be within the players. You understand? It's be within the players to still want. What's this question here now?
How many semi-professional teams you guys believe can start within Barbados?
6. I believe about 8.
8 to be fair.
Or 6. I think it's to start with 6.
Nah, 6 might be too low. 6 too small, but 8. I agree with you, around 8.
I believe 8.
Which would be like the elite teams.
I believe
the elite teams.
8 to do. I believe 8 would do.
And the son said, when we hear he batting in the park on the radio, I know the coast clear.
Aren't they? I think so. You understand? So yeah, but I feel 8. I feel 8 semi-pro teams. You understand? And this has to be transparent. They was going to roll out a thing last year with this franchise, this walk-up cricket they call it, this franchise thing. You can't have this franchise thing, Jace, and people who did not make the living in cricket back then telling themselves no is the chance to cash in, and you are organization ain't doing nothing. It can't work. It can't work. So if you can go about these things, that have to be transparent. You have to have a structure. You have to get a law.
An age range.
You can't just come and really tell you. So I feel 8, Mr. Leslie.
I stop at age 35.
You ain't gonna set the age limit.
I feel so. You're gonna match 51.
You're gonna be currently playing cricket, man. You gotta be involved. I done with BCA for now, man. I would talk with them some more cricket and things.
Okay, Mr. Collingwood, I'm glad you got that off of your chest.
I don't really get all. I don't really get all.
Some mucus.
Yeah, I got a lot of mucus there, man.
You said that you were looking forward to the 3 days because I know you had a knee injury a couple of years ago, and but did you answer the question though? Are you playing in the 45 over?
You gotta play, James.
Once selected. I would.
You know, you always be diplomatic. Once selected, you know about work with selection. Only about Yorkshire work with selection. James is me. I miss my damn regular.
I met you in Nero in 2000, and I think a long time ago. I just leave it at that. A long time ago. I mean, to be honest, I bash you on this show. I bash you at bowling. I still, to this day, I do not think is good enough to be getting the wickets that you get. the amount of wickets that you get, but you do get wickets, and kudos to
He
you.
got a good keeper, Jace. A good keeper. I talk out the hand.
Oh, fair enough.
Tell me areas there. I talk out the hand.
So fam, the days you mentioned him on team sheet, he don't get the wickets.
He still get, man, but the keeper don't be as effective.
But the Ross, you were pretty good, to be honest. You were one apart from the Corbins and those guys. You had quite a number of hundreds in school cricket. You had quite a number of hundreds, and I remember the first time I saw you with the gloves on, the keeping gloves on. You actually were pretty good with the gloves on too. If I'm not mistaken, I think you make trials a year but I don't want to say as a keeper batsman.
Yeah.
You did correct.
Yes.
On
the 15 year.
On the 15 year, and you were always someone, cricket. You know cricket is playing. You're looking for Leroy and expecting great things from Leroy. I just want to know, was West Indies ever in your sights and if no, when did you tell yourself, well, that dream will never come true? I am just gonna continue to play and enjoy myself all weekends.
Decent question. Obviously, as youngsters, they've been planting the dream in our heads.
Pause a minute. Your old schoolmate and also teammate Kevin Earl.
But the Roach picked up the ball.
He said he was a decent cricketer. The Roach picked up the ball.
And expected different from her.
But sorry, they really continue.
As a youngster, I've been planting. Got to call me and play cricket.
Mm-hmm.
I could play with West Indies.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, I started cricket late too. I started probably 9 or so. Playing some cricket late. On the 13th, I went to the cricketing school like Hassani and them boys. They went to Louis Lynch.
Mm-hmm.
That school in world at that time.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? We had Chapman. So I just learning on the go. I had a technical coach or anything.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
On the 15th, it was getting astray a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I was getting astray a bit. Then I got you transferred to Alexandra before. What is that? He said, no, transfer. Wait, keep opening back.
This guy lads, he got lost.
So I honestly, that's crossing your but like I believe that if you had raw talent, you had raw potential, and I believe if you had zeroed in on one particular area, boy, I really believe that you could have really gone close for it.
On the road, to be fair, right, and I think you should be proud. You got some man that just might have called and mentioned a little earlier, but he didn't change the shots, but he changed the shots. That had raw talent, and so he saved this you is now.
I ain't no rally.
I get it down, though.
It's only when Alexandra know I get back there for cricket being wrong. Obviously, Roach and Jonathan and Mario Boyce and them boys. But I know I know can be any big fish in a small pond. And I called I got there now it's boy. So it was just another picture I proved myself, and then Mr. Vaughn and doing some work. And then probably on the 19th trial, they said, you know what, that's a year or two when Craig and those boys roster, them guys probably played 2 and 3 years. So when if those guys probably didn't play 2 or 3 years, they could have probably made a Barbados on the 18th, but those guys played 3 years and 2 years. Their man was prolific and they're young. So probably grooms are meant to play 2-3 years. So probably that on the 19th, they say, yeah, boys, cricket ain't gonna be a profession. So but I love it. So they continue playing it, man.
Okay. Really, what about you? I know you love the sport, really. You love some cricket, but you ever used to play back in the day?
Primary school.
Wait
a minute, lunch. I was just at PE. Miss Fingal turned me in a semi-athlete.
Mr. Fingal.
Madison, called the Mike Height. All right. I said, no, it's Skylar. You can run for your boss. I said, yeah. You can run for him, man? I said, yeah.
Well, you can run.
Drop out this evening. My company best boss here and pull me off. True story. True story. True story.
So back in the day, in primary school, when you used to play back in the day, you were a batsman, you were a bowler.
I was the opening batsman, but I St. Jules, man. St. Jules never cricket in school.
Yeah, I never heard of cricket.
It was more like CY or he was. Your game.
More
a John Campbell.
Yeah, that's the perfect analogy. It was a John Campbell. That's the perfect analogy. It was John Campbell.
Okay.
Man, we don't start that there. You see what Kwame Brown doing to people? My man start that, boy. I study.
Yeah, boy.
But Hassani, what you miss the evening? I know you
swing.
You got a nickname swing. You have a nickname pace. What about you miss the evening?
I was as Nero said, I was a funny game, love to talk. I just played off for fun though. I never had no. It's just laughable. I used to watch a lot of fellas get in school with me at Lodge and
used to blame people, man. Oh, watch,
well, yeah.
You blame right on the Shamar Brooks, brother.
Not used to, man. Not used to, still does.
Still do.
Used to spot thing.
So I felt like if back then, if you could have if schools had young sports cricket journalists, I probably feel back then I would have started out and it probably would have been in a different thing today. But to play for fun, just laughable. Like Ice City, man. Like this man had God given talent, but the between left and right ear, that just ain't harness it properly. The following the wrong track. So sometimes I ask myself like, can I make bank and I find my niche? I was very good. I was happy. Then obviously move on to that job, but for a minute, I'm saying, see a man still playing local cricket, can't forget. So to me, yeah, I ain't get there, but I think to me, where I am now in life, I feel like I play international cricket. I feel like I arrived.
That's good, man.
Yeah,
how you feel as an individual, that's good, man.
By the cricket friend, I can sell Rose, yeah. The Nero be my friend, and Nero got 10 tests, 200 nationals. I play still getting Rosy J's. I can imagine this is not a poor not yeah. Don't let the boy fool you, so.
Mr. Collymore, I know you were pretty. Not were. I know you are. From that last I saw, you're pretty good with the gloves. He's not there.
Sorry, Jess. Repeat that question.
Oh, he's there. Yeah. No, I was asking you. You know, I know you as a wicket keeper, pretty good wicket keeper. You know, but
yeah, man. Well, Jess, I tell you the truth. In primary school, I was a decent cricketer. Probably in my time, I was probably the best at St. Martin's Mangrove. Okay. And I'm saying so because I remember I had a lady named Miss Laria, and she used to give the incentives was $50 for the most wickets and $50 for the most runs. Mm-hmm. I think I get that award in class 1 or 2. I captain Kaisi and Kaishana, the twins that play the ladies cricket. Yeah, they played cricket with me at primary school, but then I went to St. Leonard's. I could have bat. That's the truth. Play with Boucher, Rashidi Boucher. If you could, this is true story. You can ask Boucher. When St. Leonard's used to have a trail, you had a bat, but it was always a chubby guy. It was chubby. I couldn't manage my weight well.
You were thick.
Yeah, I was thick. I was very thick.
Okay.
So, and then I remember Mr. Mosley used to come to the school. This is in primary school. He used to send like Mr. Mosley or Alvin Greenwich as coaches on the evening. And one day, Mr. Mosley, we played St. Patrick's Primary. Stand out, scored most runs again. Mr. Mosley come to me, tell me, listen, come to Queen's Park on Saturday morning. And when I went Queen's Park, JS, I thought it was good. But then I bought the likes of Carlos and
Go on, boy, drop out.
I saw the goal on him.
Don't feel guilty, Jason Clark. What about you, sir?
Yeah.
No, I was actually just gonna say, Mr. Collier, like,
sorry, I don't know what's going on there. They're dropping it all the time.
I was just gonna say, like, it wasn't telling the truth, right? Like, I had to ask Butcher.
So yeah, Boucher. I met Boucher in First Farm. Boucher, Nutcar. That time St. Leonard's there was a decent cricketers at that time at St. Leonard's. But then now Mr. Mosley, he told me kind of Queen's Park. And I bought the likes of Carlos and Shane Durrich was in my year at Queen's Park. I remember the youngsters used to play on the grass while the big boys would play on the pitch. And they used to dominate on the grass. But one Saturday, this little short Indian boy, I used to bat and bowl. This short Indian boy come and Mr. Alvin, not Mr. Greenwich, Alvin Greenwich. He tell me, I bet you can't get here. I bet you don't get here. And JS, the only time I do is unarm the ball. I could not get this man. So then it was like, oh, all right, well, I in the right area, you know? But again, it was always chubby.
Who was the fella?
Huh?
Who was the fellow he was born with?
Yes, Durrich.
Durrich was about so tall. This tall. The man was about this tall, James. He's short, no, he was this tall.
Yeah.
You understand? And then, so, from there, no, it was then I went St. Leonard's, then St. Leonard's to Louis Lynch. At Louis Lynch, it wasn't really the law. It wasn't really the law, interesting course. And then I went Lodge. I would say Lodge is when I really found my true potential in terms of wicket keeping. Because at Louis Lynch, how I started the key is because of Saturday I had Reggae on the hill or Sander, something of that sort. And all the seniors at Louis Lynch, when they got a discipline, those are like boat there.
Yeah.
All the men go on Reggae on the hill. So they look at the fat chubby boy, you got to keep. And then from there, I like it out there. But then I went to Lodge and Mr. Phillips was like, man, you got good hands. So we start doing some drills and it started getting the results because they start getting the most dismissals.
Yeah.
So at that time,
the first immediate wicket was called to you.
Yeah, stumping on like
side.
Yeah. I was like, man. Yeah, it's true. So then it was like, at that time, it was like, all right, well, maybe I could be around the setup, but it was fat at that time again. That time I didn't take no more, it's fat. So it's like, although it's still that size, but the people that slim or whatever, they still ain't got the hands like me. And just the way I could keep. So Gary tournaments, most dismissals. I play with the likes of Dario Sargent and everything. So you're telling yourself, well, me and Sarge, I on our path. But then you get trolls now, you see the likes of Roston Chase and Craig Braffett. They don't hope. There's no hope. So that realization comes. But I still used to believe all the time as a little boy. I would still believe that, one day can make it. Yeah. Never really had the runs, but that realization stopped when I went to visit Empire recruit me from Lodge. TO and then guys, they score runs against them in the immediate game. It's getting your ear, you're a schoolboy in your head. Yeah, come Empire, but they said we would talk about that another time. The game my ear going Empire thing, I got second to Bert. Gotta be second to Bert. Bert's a tall man, but Bert got good hands, yes, boy. He hands real smooth. But then, I play a couple of elite games, had a good game, take a 100 boy to the left round, all about BT, all about line, bro. And then I remember that game, the Keith Holder, he come to me, hey, who are you? Who's this little fat boy with his hands? I ignore him, but that time I passed teenage now. So around that sort of time now, I tell myself, all right, that dream of you playing professional cricket, you ain't looking like you gonna be slim the time soon in your life. That's one of the requirements, you know what I mean?
Not no, though.
Huh?
That was one of the requirements, not no.
Yeah, that was one of the requirements. Telling me, Cornwall playing no. It might think he can play. But that was one of the requirements. I tell myself, what that passed me, but my hands was always good. But even to this day, Jess, I would tell any keeper in Barbados that The hands is good. I used to tell Bert, as I get into it, if I tell Bert, your hands ain't bad on my brother. But Bert can keep bad on me. Bert can keep. Even to this day, Bert can still keep. So that realization, me not playing professional cricket, I hit home early, Jess, man. But I love the game. I love cricket.
But I said big up Mr. Phillips, man.
Nero, to answer you, Nero, I never had the I never had the dream of it.
But you say so. I remember a couple of good games, man.
I always loved the sport. No,
just how the kick. See, just ways to sell up press.
Yeah.
Listen. When just come, Lord, you can see just, you know, I don't want to say we do some kind of schooling, but you can see this fella's prestige, you know. This fella is top class. When he might ease up with the gear bike, I swear somebody told him, he might come in so gracefully here.
Just pause there, Hassan. Just pause there. Let me ask somebody. Let me ask for myself. All right. But yeah, you're right. I never had the dream to play professional cricket. To be honest, I played in primary school. I played to be honest, Weston. I mean, we had a I think we had a very, very good team. We called Goodrich, Roger Ford. Those guys.
Where am I? Team.
He went to Record Goodrich, like I was saying, Record played for Barbados under 19. Sorry, for Barbados under 13. And Roger Ford, you know Roger, y'all guys know Roger Ford, but New and thing. Very good fast bowler. And we actually had Wesley Hall in the semifinals. And we actually had Wesley Hall to be. I remember we had 12 runs. Rico scored a 50 in that semifinal. Rico Goodrich. We had 12 runs to get from 18 balls. I'll never forget. Roston Chase ball 6 balls outside the off stump. Roger tried to cut all 6 and missed all 6. Count down to 12 runs, 12 balls from there. I can't remember what happened, but
you correct me, my dapper, or
let me tell you something. I didn't.
Oh,
that day. I think it was. I can't remember. It was either Peter. It was either Pan on myself or Rico on myself that did not cry. Every single other person in that dressing room shed some tears. No, though, because we had, back then Wesley Hall was the Wesley Hall actually went on to win her birthday that year, but Wesley Hall was the TTB, and we had. I can't remember who they played in the finals, but we definitely should have won that game. And then we talked to Louis Lynch, and I would have spoke earlier about the little partnership that I had with the West Indies skipper, 100 partnership. But then anyway, I thought the larger remember as Hassani would have said this. Now I remember first time I went to the lodge, Kamal went and tell Mr. Phillips, this guy here is play cricket. Mr. Phillips said, come practice and we see what's going on. And I go on and I part of Sealy was born. And I knew Sealy long time. I went to primary school with Sealy, so I always knew Sealy. Sealy ran at him, I stopped so hard, but he sat I can't remember. So hard. Like Sealy rocked this out the ground. And then Sealy was always a big fella, voice deep
voice.
Sealy ran up in my face now after hitting my step. Welcome to Lodge, buddy. Never ever forget. And I mean, obviously after that, and then after Lodge, I went on to BCC, and then wasn't practicing like after like before. I think so. After I just call it there. Start
Yes,
at that point.
the fans want to know that day, that particular day when you were playing for the law school. That day, that fateful day, that was almost. You almost, boy. You almost, boy.
Which
You
day?
almost.
What day is this?
That day don't last of all, my brother. That day, you almost, my brother. You almost. You
Don't last
Almost
of
do
all.
it. Almost do it.
We were playing in the final.
Oh, yeah, boy. Whoa, boy. Let me tell you.
Fed you up playing. Nah, Fed wasn't. Nah,
I
Fed
play.
didn't play.
I was.
Nah.
And that time I come, I tell you, it was fat.
Yeah,
Was a
yeah.
fat man.
That on the 19. That
And
was
Lost
on the 19
always had
final
enough talent. Me and
against
people on
St. Lucie.
sidelines.
St. Lucie.
Yeah,
That
St.
was
Lucie.
when
Cold Corner Boundary.
what's his name? That was
Mardon
scoring.
Bang.
That was referencing
Mardon
Bang. That was when Bang was scoring all those
Might
guys.
have cut him loose.
That year, Mills met
no,
the
here.
Barbados team from that team.
Correct. And I went on. I was as I say, I met that team, but I was a sub, and I went on. Can't remember who came on. I went on, and it was on the boundary, and Mardon was blazing, and straight down in my hand, it would have been straight down my hand. I should say it would have been straight down in my hand. I was on the boundary. I running, and I don't know how after that, boy. Nerves, Nero. Nerves.
At
that point in time, right?
And at that point in time, Nero, I mean, this is on the 90 final largest.
I was there.
You know how the crowd is, and the nerves and Nero after that. I want him to dig a hole right there, but thankfully Mardon got out eventually, and then Lodge went on.
That was the same. I think Terry Mears did that. Remember Terry?
Yeah.
So we were playing our final for he. I know. I hit one. He talked. Said, "Catch it, dear son." He's on this.
But Mills met he named our game, boy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Brief Warner, if you run past it, Jess.
Man, talk about Google. Imagine he can't remember Jess or he can't, bro.
Yeah. Early too.
To be honest, I don't think I even touch it. So I can't.
Very straight through.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight through.
That time the man closed the look so manicured. The man started eating. I said, "Yeah, this is it." They look ping. Here's ping. Hey, ball back.
It went the boundary too.
That's what I say. I honestly thought that he just run past it. That's true.
It went the boundary too.
Yeah.
But you still had good games at Alonso or in Sagari finals. I think that game, I admit to finish watching. I coach. That game is the only game I ever see that you made a mistake of that magnitude. Kevin Howard cannot even open a shot for me. We had Rampy.
I can't have you set up with boyfriend.
Dario Weir, Boxer.
Where open?
No.
No, it was Larry and
Mike Howard.
Yeah.
And your man, listen, I had a man named Castro from Trinidad and the summer thing here.
Yeah.
The man was balling, so up to now, I already see a ball.
Yeah.
I already chest so hard.
The fella that played for Trinidad, he didn't play that final. The spinner fella name? Huh?
The Otley brothers they play.
Yes, right. Them was playing that boy.
Otley brothers played our finals. And Nicholas Alexis.
Yes.
He played. But then man, that game we should have win, boy. That game we should have win,
yeah. But the Nero, to answer your question.
But James had a decent off break though. All that. He had a. And then you already thought about you, right? And turning the ball.
But he did.
But James ball didn't use a turn.
It's a good arm. He had a good arm.
But the difference is
ball is big on the arm. And sweet action to it all.
This is my Nathan.
Listen, Nero, if he was modeling the perfect spinner action, Jace had it for everything here.
But yeah, something off of Jace and I see again though. Man Randall play for turn. You play for turn. A left. Man Randall play for turn. Ball keep straight on. Gone.
Sure.
That game we had good. You know who we had that game too, Jess? Springs boy.
Yeah,
Jamal
Yeah.
Springer.
Yeah.
He could have opened coach.
Yeah.
And I drop catch
They
around.
playing that game too. Dylan was a pretty good cricketer.
Yeah, Dylan was a good cricketer. Dylan.
Yeah.
Howard.
Yeah.
We had a good team at that time, boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember that game, boy. Remember that day. That same year, I get most dismissals.
Dylan, another chubby fella that you see letters they love, but Dylan could have bought good, yeah. Jeez.
I think Nero actually was chosen that same year at the Cigarfi finals to play.
It was. I don't let it talk with myself. But carry on.
But what was it referred to as? It was
tournament. Team tournament.
Right.
BCL.
Yeah.
Yeah, BCL Junior or something. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
I remember that Nero's in stands that game too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good things, boy. That's true.
A lot of large finals, Nero these stands. Nero how much finals experience, man.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
But remember
a regular season bully.
When I talk, boy, he cry. Where's y'all? Big man, you see Gerard Bernardine?
Man, quite a snort, you know, is here.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Big man, boy.
Now you know how much. I tell Sonny how much finals Louis Lynch might take cricket, man.
How much?
How much finals Louis Lynch might take cricket, man.
Yeah.
Nero, you don't open that long? Well, you ain't Louis Lynch. You behave like you ain't serious at Louis Lynch.
Actually, man, Jessica.
But Hassani, we went to good finals, man. Remember, we played CP in the park.
On the 13th final.
On the 13th final.
Cattle and Gilda here.
Who?
Cattle. Me and Cattle had the most runs. Cattle there, Gilda here.
Yeah, Cattle had a brilliant season. That
he was a good cricketer too, yeah.
Yeah, Adrian Cattle.
Man, swinging ball, big boy.
Yeah.
Big.
I feel he's still swinging, boy. Man's out of in and out.
Yeah.
Man, moving ball, big boy. But that good.
I feel right. I believe right. After our avenues, them guys had them guys. We would have had Western team would have been. The Barbados team would have been hard to pick, boy.
Man, we so sure, boy, but I start people to you see a lot we come up in this era that these current cricketers, these school cricketers. Just like you a time I went to watch on the 15 cricket in ball bouncing twice, brother.
Yeah.
Just on the 15 cricket, Dario Sargent, big man.
But Fed, you remember
man.
You remember man.
Go ahead, Hassani.
Don't elevate man. When silly running, I'm a Brett Raymond for hand.
Yeah.
I remember for the no. My rumble man don't last so long, boy.
Like I was telling you, Colin Moore, Rico Goodridge, he was one of the best young batsmen that I saw in primary school, and I remember Jer Pearl. I will never forget when he played the West Terrace. Very good cricketer from young. I remember Jer Pearl bowled a sharp ball at Rico Goodridge, and Rico hucked Jer Pearl for 6 in the trees at Yorkshire. You hear me tell you? And I would never forget it because when it came over on the sports news, they replayed that about 2 or 3 times. I remember Barry was still talking about it. So I know the level that we had back then. Like I said, you had Roston Chase. And then those guys were performing pretty good even at
you know who was a good cricketer to us and learns I forget? Chubby.
Seeley was pretty good at primary school too. Brooks was square for primary school.
Simon Steele. Nero, you remember Simon Steele? Simon Steele, boy.
Chubby used to boss a big leg and come back.
Yeah.
Chubby, he was one of St. Leonard's too.
Ronald Bourne.
Pass. Yeah. But lost in the system, lost in the cracks.
Marado, Chief Den.
Yota.
Fellas, we had a good one today. We want to thank all of the viewers for continuing to tune in week in and week out. Continue to leave the comments and just keep sending the remarks. We really appreciate it, and we just want to continue to thank everyone for the support that you guys continue to show. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on the video. And thanks for watching.